But my second H is the one which made the difference in my life. Of forgiveness, of reform, of service, of trust, of integrity, of sacrifice, of hard work, of compassion, of love. When I started to do my policing, I worked at every criminal I arrested, every person we arrested, we worked on him or her to see how does he or she not repeat the crime. This was not taught to me in the police academy at all. It was my education of the second H which made me different. And it is this difference which brought me the Asian Nobel Peace Prize through the Ramon Magsaysay Award. It is a second H of education, not the first H. Because the first H everybody has, because everybody is trained. Everybody knows. Any police officer who goes to the police academy knows how to investigate. They know the law, because you have to pass the test. But you're not tested on your love quotient, compassion quotient, integrity quotient, because you're not in the situation. You're not into experience. That will prove later when you go away. And this second H is not trained in police academies. It is trained through experiences of life. So if you want to be a brilliant youth of this country, please work on the second H as well, while you work on the first. Have you understood? That is the new youth, non-violent youth, spiritual youth, healthy youth which Swamiji foresaw for India. This is the youth. Each one of us can be the Vivekananda of India if we have both. And the third one, I'll tell you what he would have again loved. The third H. The third H is hands. Hands. The hands with which you serve. Hands with which you work. Hands with which you till the land. Hands with which you clean. Hands with which you work. Hands with which you're willing to serve the poor. Hands with which you're willing to dirty your hands, like Mother Teresa did. For her, it was service. For us, it was dirtying our hands. What our youth today wants is, on the basis of the first H, IQ, I want a job. I want a job. I don't have the second H. I don't have the third H. I want a job. And that is why our service is incomplete. Our youth development is incomplete. I do believe that institutions like Ramakrishna Mission are developing the 3H. This is the complete youth of today. The complete youth of today will be that which is educated on all the three, which has no qualms of cleaning the floor, even if he's the corporate head. Sitting on the floor, eating the same food with his or her his workmen equally. Wearing the same uniform equally. Eating the same food, living the same way, cleaning the same place, respecting a gardener or a sweeper. There is no difference, no hierarchy, no caste, no difference. Which is no caste, nothing. Everything is brotherhood or sisterhood. To me, this is the real education. So my first sharing message for you, my friends, is educate yourself on all the 3H. Have you all got it? Understood? My second concept of sharing with you is, India gives away only 4 Indians today with 1 billion plus population. And every one of the 3 Indians is a youth. 1 out of 3 Indians today is youth. You. Every 1 out of 3. And in the world, 1 out of 5 children is Indian. 1 out of 5 is an Indian. India in the coming years will be the youngest, biggest, most populous country in the world. By 2020, we would be the most populous, youngest, youthful country of this world. And that is a big challenge. It is abundance of energy. It is abundance of young men, energy. But it is abundance of jobs wanting to be there and not having them. India needs at least 450 million jobs. Even today, India needs to be fully employed 450 million jobs. And the government sector offers only 20 million jobs. Government is the biggest employer, but gives you only 20 million. The corporate private sector only gives you 10 million. So basically you have only 30 million out of a need of 450 million jobs. I'm looking at jobs. I'm not looking at work chains which they have. Jobs. Because rest are all self-employed. Whoever is earning doesn't have a job. They are self-employed. They're doing for themselves. They're earning for themselves. It's not a job as such. But the formal jobs is only 30 million. But we need 450 million. Where will these jobs come from? These jobs will come through hands. The learning of the third H, hands. You as the youth of tomorrow and today needs to become not a job seeker, but a job giver. You have to grow up to be in such a way that you employ 10 more people rather than looking for a job, you will create a job. How? How will you do that? Not by book knowledge, not by rote learning, but by skills development. By learning skills, man or a woman. Because every woman also needs a job today. Every woman also needs to earn for herself. Job means earning. Today, boy or a girl, man or a woman, both need to earn. They want to earn. They both want to earn to be self-reliant and not to be dependent on anybody. So how will you be creating those 400 million or 360 or 390 or 380 jobs or workplaces? How? Not by being job seekers, but by job givers. And statistics prove that every person who creates the work creates 10 more places for other persons to work. Every job creator actually creates 10 more working hands. It benefits as a chain.